Alright, we're back. Interrupted again. Okay, let's get this thing out of here so we can see what it looks like. Always retighten the valve on the bottom so I don't have to worry about it. That way you always know you're ready to go. Unless somebody screws with it with you. So there's how the chips build up on your torque plate. So technically I do use torque plates, see? I just don't use them what I'm supposed to use them for. Okay, so got a really sharp edge right here we got to get rid of. And then over on this side, this one's already got enough of a counter bore, it's not hurting you or countersink, but when you get a really big bore, it's there'll be a sharp edge up here, but this appears to be a pretty deep undercut for some reason. I guess they put one on big enough for an 80-inch motor. Alright, so we use our deburring tool. I just want to get rid of the sharp edge so it doesn't cut me while I'm honing the damn thing. It pretty well sucks when it does. So this is pretty good. Alright, so there's what the bore looks like. All in there right now. So it looks pretty good. Well, the piston shouldn't go through it right now. Famous last words. If it drops through, that's a problem. There's a problem. Obviously, someone didn't measure something correctly. That kind of sucks. That means I have to go back and board bigger anyway. So what did we do wrong here? Or I did wrong anyway. Oh, there's what I did wrong. I'm 5 thou off. Dumbass. Well, that would be a problem. Yep. I'm at 12 and I thought it was at 90, which is 17, so missed it by that much. Alright, well that didn't work. I get to put it back in the boring bar now. There you go. Alright, well I thought I saved it, but it didn't work that way, did it? Oh well. It's called a screw up. Okay, now we got two different brands of pistons. We got Mid-USA late model import, and we got Wind Products old stuff. So this is early 2000 stuff, and this is last couple of years stuff, 15, 17, who knows when they made it. But. So let's see which one's smaller. It's sealed. Hasn't been finger screwed yet. Damn, it pissed me off. I screwed that one up. So you don't know if you screwed up or not because it might not have cleaned it with 5 thou bore on it. You don't know. Oh well. Oh, this one has a fancy coating on it. Ooh, it's a modern piston. It's got the molly coat on it. Different design too. These used to be the Mexico pistons, look like this. These are the Taiwan pistons. I like the Taiwan ones better. I'm familiar with them. So see how sharp the die casting is on this? You know, the pattern. See how rough this one is? This is a lot better quality. Modern die making machinery. You know, this is just, you can tell these are new stuff. New stuff is nice and clean. You know, it's done with CNC equipment. This stuff here is done with just a bunch of old farts in the back room like me. Screwing everything up. That's how you do it. Okay, now these you can only measure right here and then right at the very bottom there. I don't really care about there, I care about the bottom. You can't measure what a coating is definitely a problem. Problem is trying to figure out what a coating is and get an actual measurement on it. Okay, looks like we're about 20.5 on that one. Right in the middle we are 21.5, we're apart on coating. That's weird. Why is this thing so close to our bore over there? Oh, not 20. Dumbass again. I'm at 90, 95 and a half. Yeah, my head's not in it today, I guess. Okay, so that one's got to go an extra 5 thousandths. So we're gonna back it up. 1, 2, go back 3. Yeah, we got to take 4.5 thousandths more out of this cylinder. One we just did. To be where we want to be. That's with this piston. Now, what's this piston here? They're actually the same size. Shocked. That rarely happens. 20 and a half. Alright, so you come back half. That would give us 2,000, and we come back 2 more for 4. So 18. So you want to be 18 and 19 on the mic, which is 93 to 94. Actual real numbers. So anywhere in that I'm happy with. If I sit on 94, it should cut 93 and a half. I'm going to cut the new cylinder. I got to finish cleaning this. I didn't file it yet. Okay. That one's ready to go. I'm going to go over here and clean up our blowing bar. Get ready for another go at screwing it up. Can we do 2 in a row, bad? Find out. Gotta have confidence, right? Okay. And make sure you blow the chips out of all these holes because you don't want them to drop down and cock the cylinder over. That'd be bad. That goes in my pocket. It's all clean on the bottom. Okay. Pull that out. I'm going to recenter it. Normally I go down about halfway or 3/4 of the way down is where I like it. But I can feel the blowing bar, that's where I stop usually. Right there looks good. Move it around, tighten it up. Work on it. Okay, that was 39 on the mic here. 30 is what we did the other cylinder at. Starting bore, I'm going to give it 32. I always like boring out whatever size it is to kind of make sure I'm square and not doing something stupid, like being off center. Just kind of a trial thing just to make sure I'm just not off. Sounds pretty centered. So you can tell a lot by sound. You can tell the depth the cut is, how even it is, how round it is. So you can't really see how thick the cut is. It ain't very thick, but you can see how it's round. It's clean all the way around the whole cylinder. So we're centered up straight. That's the key thing. Okay, now I can go ahead and set it for the size I want to cut out. And now we're cutting a bigger load than before, so we'll still cut undersized just to make sure we're not overdoing it. So we should be at 44 with no problem. I'm going to cut down an extra half lower than that just to make sure it's good to go. Don't want to cut too much. Already did that once. I don't want to do it again because now we're on the bigger piston. So it's a heavier chip load. So it's probably cut different. So we were at 95. No, I need to go less than this. We got 2,000. I'm gonna cut it lower. Drop it all the way to 43. That far down. Should be a heavy cut. Okay, we just go in a little bit. Set our, we go check it to see where we're at. Let's see, 43 would be half under, would be right there. Yep, got just a little drag on it, just like you want. All looks good to me. Slow speed. We got slow and a half, but we're cutting 20 thou, so we'll get the lower speed. Takes longer to get through, but I'm gonna overlay the cover. Alright, so the mic is set on right there when we checked it. So we're right on our number, basically. Half a thou under I set it for. Clicking noise there, I don't know what that is. That could be noise. Huh. Don't know what that is. Sounds like a feed gear flipping a little bit or something. Never heard that before. I know we're not overloading anything because this thing will cut 200 wall, or 100 a wall, 200 a side. That's a big cut. I've done 1/4-inch cuts too, that's really overloading it. That's weird. Something ain't happy. Usually if it's not happy, it makes you not happy. The bowl looks good though. Not doing any simple down there. Don't feel it in the handle. feel it anyway. Inside the gearbox. Force down the cutting head. Don't know. Have to figure that one out. Alright, after this is done, I get to go back and rebore the other one. You don't need to see that, so I'll skip that part. Just going to be done in about 3-4 more minutes, and I'll show you what it looks like. Then it's on to the honing machine. Maybe that thing over there. The thing that sliced my finger out the other day. Probably a lot of red over there from all the blood. Tools will bite you if you're not careful. Noise is still in there. Here it's a little out around there at the bottom where all the ring wears out. That sound tells a lot. A lot of backlash and teeth, but I think that's normal, but who knows? There's something going on there. That is kind of that noise we're getting though. Some kind of a set screw maybe is loose, who knows? Ah, there we go. Oh yeah. I bet you some kind of a set screw loose up in there. Pulleys are not supposed to be loose on the shaft. See the pulley up here, going on the shaft, you can hear it there. That damn light went off. You're going back and forth there. That shouldn't be doing that. Pulley should never be loose on a shaft. So my guess is there's some kind of a set screw that backed off and it's getting worse real quick. Have to pull the belt off and go investigate. Something somewhere is out of adjustment there. Wasn't doing it before, but it's doing it now, so oh well. You just have to feel around until you find something that doesn't feel right, and then you fix it. It definitely don't sound right. That's the first problem. Alright. Always looks too far when you do it, or not far enough, I mean. You have to move it back when you're done. Oh, damn it. Twice I ran it in there. Quit doing that. Where's our mic at? We are on 17.5. Kind of went in. Had drag, but not quite like I thought it would be. Okay, we go 17 3/4 thou. You definitely have to push it in there, so we'll go with that number. So it's a 1/4 thou more than I thought it was going to be after the first measurement. Still a 1/4 thou under what we needed on the low number. All right. Okay, we come over here again. Top chamfer looks pretty good. Got the new one down here, looks really nice. And we got our sharp edge. Okay. Is this one going to fit? Uh-oh. We're going to have to hone this one a little bit. That's how it's supposed to be. Alright, that one's good. This one sucked. Alright, so we have to work on this now. Alright, I'm going to bore this. But first I'm going to go check my tool out. See if I can figure out what the hell's wrong with my boring bar over there. Because I don't want to have that ugly ass noise going again. It's just going to tear things up being loose like that. Alright, so I'm going to go look into that and I'll be back. Okay. Alright, we're looking at my boring bar here. Trying to figure out how this thing's put together. I don't have any instructions here. They might be in the old shop at home, but they're not here in the paperwork anywhere. I haven't worked on this thing in probably 25 years at least. So it's been a while since I played with it. Alright, this here is supposed to be loose up here because this is right here because this goes up and down as you crank it. So it has to be loose. See how it goes down? Do you move that? So that has to be loose on that pulley. So that's a drive key on there, and that's where the key is just rattling back and forth. It's probably looser than it was when it was new, but this thing's a long way from being new. So now I'm looking for oil levels. I pulled this out over here, and it's an indent and ball on this side. I pulled this one out over here, and it's an oil level, and it's low. You can't really hardly see any oil in it. Now I don't remember if I had to push oil into this hole here with a little gun or something, or I was able to pour it through the top. I don't remember. I think I have to push it into the side, but I'm going to go ahead and pull this top off and see if I see anything wrong. I know in the past I put grease on here and it got rid of a lot of weird noises, like those squeaking noises that we keep hearing. So I'm thinking that might help it. Probably lack of lubrication will cause some issues. I'm sure it's got a lot of that going on. This thing's always had a little bit of an oil leak, and I know I've been putting oil in it probably 20 years, at least 15. So maybe finally leaked it all out, or at least most of it. There was some oil on the end of the plug, so I know it's still splashing around in there, but it's not adequate amount, I'm sure. So what you can do is just kind of experiment. I guess you could probably go Google. See if there's any instructions, but no instructions for it, no fun. Can't have no fun if you're reading instructions all the time. Well, I know they don't like the noise, so we're going to see what we see. Nothing else, I cleaned it off. When chips get in here when I pull the cover up. gasket on there, I'm assuming. Yep. That sounds like gasket cinch, not gasket. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's not going to help us any. I had a sneaking suspicion that's how that was. It's definitely his gasket cinch, I can tell by the materials being left. I figured that's what it was going to be. It'd be too easy if you can actually put oil on through the top. Chips in there. We don't know when those stinking chips in my tools. There we go. So this is what we're looking at right now. We're looking at nothing. Just a big bearing boss. Top of the machine, that's what we're looking at. Now inside these two covers here, there's a bunch of gears, big chunky ones. Big bevel gears. That's what's inside that thing. And there's no, they kind of just got like interlocked together from both sides, and you got all these shafts here and plungers you got to deal with, and it was a pain in the butt. I remember last time I had to do that. And it was a long time ago. So I don't particularly want to go in there and screw with that if I don't have to. So we're going to try putting some good oil in there, and then see if that takes care of the problem. If it doesn't, then we'll have to investigate further. So whatever the clunking is, we don't want that clunking. Clunking leads to more issues. So we don't want more issues. We just want it to work. Still works good. For how much longer if it's making noises, we don't know. So that's what we got to fix. So the gasket cinch comes off as snot burgers, which is good. Low mess. Easy clean up. Easy peasy. Alright, I got a new can of goop. Customer wanted my old can, which is perfect for what it was. It's nice and hard, like I like it. Now we're gonna have some slimy ass new can that I don't like. I like them to age a little bit. They're a little bit too soft when they're new. Anyway, dry supposed to use little snot boogers like that. Doesn't really just kind of go away when you don't want it anywhere. Doesn't do any damage like other stuff does, especially silicone. About the worst damn crap in the world. Drip, drip, drip all over the place. Good. It's that new can blues again. That's it. Nice and clean. One dropped. Snot booger dropped down there somewhere. Can't see it yet. Put the screws back in here. Ooh, that's a tall one. So we got short screw and long screw. Well, they all look the same. Stripped out screw. Yeah, same height. I'm going to give you a couple threads. No Tatro torque. Yeah. Definitely can't use my normal torque reading. So you have to know how much torque to use on things. See, you only got that much thread. It's just laying in the hole, so you can't torque it very much. If you do, you'll reward you by stripping. There's a piece of snot booger just fell off. See that? So go ahead and get all the screws started. One over here. Okay, and I'll push it off of that one with two hands so it doesn't rub. Because you don't want to be rubbing on anything. Right about there looks centered. Torque. There you go. That's all there is to that. Original paint, so we don't have to worry about damaging it. At least original as far as I know. It's been this color as long as I've ever seen it. And that's from the 60s. So if it's not original paint, it's a surprise to me. Okay, this is our level plug over here. A little bit of oil right here. Looks like some old gear oil. Probably old Torco gear oil, I bet. So I'm going to put something a little thicker in there. So, inside that hole there, you're supposed to see some oil in there somewhere, I think. Right now I can't see squat. So, looks like the oil level in there is non-existent. So that could be some issues. So I'm going to put some oil in there. I'm thinking that Trobodyne 250 weight would be the ideal oil to use in this. And I'll put a little bit up on here too to lubricate this. Test it out. But I'll have to go mix up some because right now it's in gallon containers and I got to get it in a quart format. So that'll be something for me to do tomorrow or the next day. Anyway, before I use this again. And I see this cylinder on the floor. It looks like one of these ones that had a big groove in it that I was practicing welding. So maybe we'll experiment and cut that out while we test out the machine and see if it makes noise again. These Evo cylinders on here have a bad scored area on down in here. I'm not sure whose these are, but somebody. That would be called losing a cylinder. See, no Trobodyne oil. See how bad that is? I did it on my race bike and it didn't do all that damage in the cylinder. That's the difference between regular oil and good stuff. Alright, so those have to be worked on at some point too. Got all these odds and ends I'm working on around here. So one at a time. Got an Evo case over there to work on. Got a Sportster swing arm over there. Got some heads over there. Got some heads over there. There's all kinds of junk around here. Yeah, working on these for now. Alright, this one I still got to bore out, but I got to get some oil on my boring bar before I do that. So we're going to be done for the night. It's almost midnight anyway. Oh, it's early. It's only 10:30. Look at that. It's an early night. Alright, so I'm going to see what I can do about some oil. I'll probably use something like this right here to put some oil in it. And I'll go squirt, squirt, squirt and fill that hole up over there. And I'll put some on that lead screw, let it power run through, we'll lubricate it, and then I'll try boring. So I think that's what we'll try doing. It'll be another Tribodyne oil test. That's the only way to test the stuff, is to put in stuff that you know is needing help and see what happens. So that would be this one right here. I'll be using this one. Alright, I'll get that in the quartz. I'm going to put it in the quartz like that. I think I'm all out of quartz containers of that junk. Yep, they were up there. They were sitting right here, the ones I already mixed up. Alright, so we'll play with that, like I said, another day. That's it for now.